I revenge cheated on my husband for his infidelity and I don't feel bad at all. My husband had a 3-month affair, physical and emotional, with a coworker right after I'd given birth to our third child. I found out 6 months after the fact when I was already struggling with losing baby weight, stress, exhaustion etc. and I only found out because the other woman told me. I confronted my husband about it and he confessed. I considered leaving him but he seemed remorseful, starting helping out more around the house, coming home early, being more involved with the kids, treating me like I was special again. But it never really stopped hurting that he'd cheated despite him doing everything right by the book. It just didn't feel sincere anymore. Nothing really touched me in terms of what he said or did even though he was trying. Last year I went back to work because I realized that being a stay-at-home mom wasn't for me anymore because I still didn't trust my husband to provide or continue providing. He was against it initially but I told him it was that or divorce. I told my husband that I had to work late, just like what he'd done to me and slept with a guy that works at the bar across the road from my workplace. I don't regret it at all. For the first time I feel attractive in a while, I got my self-esteem back and I feel a lot less resentful towards my husband and he's noticed this. He attributes this to me being back at work and having a sense of purpose. It's done wonders for us working things out. I got my libido back. I don't plan on telling him either. It's not going to happen again, it was just very cleansing for me. I don't know if that trust will ever be there back to normal now that I know what we're both capable of, but I'm ready to start reinvesting in the marriage again. I'm posting here because I just wanted to get it off my chest, I guess. I don't care if it makes me as bad as him or whatever, which is the common argument here. Just wanted to share a different perspective that I don't regret revenge cheating. You guys are not on the same playing field. You know of his infidelity, but he knows nothing of yours. You talk of empowerment and regaining your self-worth, but that's something you're supposed to find within yourself. You said he had an emotional and physical affair. Have you asked yourself what he wasn't getting from you? Doesn't make what he did okay, not in the least, but you are now far worse than he is. He just told me he took me for granted because of how busy I was with the kids. Only he never lifted a finger to help because he was the breadwinner. You just did to your husband what my wife did to me. I was the cheater and after my confession I was tossed into the street. I shacked up with the affair partner for about a week, realized what I had done and begged forgiveness. She thought about it for a day or so and gave me the conditions. Complete no contact with affair partner, done. We go into MC and I go into IC, done. Stay separated until she feels safe, done. She wanted to go on a date, not with me. There I freaked. I begged. A week later, she was on a mission. He worked at her office, took her to a bar, then a motel. Mission accomplished. I ghosted her. Called her every name in the book. She said, "Now you know how I feel." Not pleasant, is it? I knew the hurt I caused. We reconciled and put it all behind us. 30 years ago, now married for 40 years. I think you should tell your husband. Let him know that this is also detritus from his affair. It would have never happened had he thought better of sleeping with someone else. I'm upvoting this because it is interesting. I'm not sure if I agree with the action taken, but I do like to see variety in opinions posted here and an open discussion. OP, did it help you get over that feeling of worthlessness that many of us feel? It certainly did. My body is not the same as used to be after 3 kids. I'm not as young and most days I don't even have time to put on makeup. I didn't want to stay in the marriage just because I was scared there'd never be anyone else or that I was used up. Going back to work and doing this reclaimed a lot of my self-worth back. I feel more independence. I have a good boss, I enjoy the work I do and I have something that doesn't revolve around him. Now that I'm more comfortable in my own skin, I feel like I can make this relationship work in a healthy way and not a I'll never be loved way. He won't be able to destroy my life the way his cheating did because now I feel like I can move on from that my children will always be the center of my universe but he's no longer integral to it. Maybe one day he'll be back at being as valuable but the knowledge that I can walk away instead of being trapped is what's giving me the confidence to keep trying. I don't know what most of you are being so feisty for. She got betrayed in the worst way possible. She was at a time in her life when she needed him most and now has to look back on what were supposed to be joyous moments and feel rage. And so be it that she had to screw somebody to help herself get over it. Who is anybody to judge? And do you really think her husband cares? Do you think her husband isn't going to cheat on her again? Is he just so perfect because he got found out? And she hasn't yet. Do you think she really cares if she gets found out? All I can say is there are tons of people in the world that cheat. Y'all act like it's something unheard of. It's been this way since the beginning of time. Just used to men cheated on women for the most part. It will never end. There will always be cheaters. Some cheat just because they're compulsive cheaters who don't care about their spouse. Some cheat to get back at their spouse. Some cheat because of emotional BS they think they feel for the other person. And I'd bet money that in America there is a cheater in almost every couple. I've seen cheaters in all walks of life. Old retired men. Cops. Teachers. Immigrants running a damn donut shop. Mechanics, teenagers, guys who've done it for years and their wives have never found out. Guys who've done it for decades and their wives just learn how to live with it. Women who don't care and just mess with any guy who come their way. My point is, do you really not realize how many people cheat in this world? And if you've been cheated on more than once by the same person, odds are it's never going to end. People just need to quit the fairy tale crap and see that facts are facts. Most men can't keep it in their pants and a lot of women can't keep their legs closed. That is the way it is. It sucks for the monogamous people who expect their partner to be monogamous. There could be so much time saved if cheaters just stayed out of relationships. It's not fair, but unfortunately that is the way it is these days, but I feel no pity for her husband. And as long as she doesn't continue cheating and it has helped her mentally be able to get over it and work on her marriage, I don't see anything at all wrong with it. I don't know her, but I do know the pain of being cheated on. And yeah, I revenge cheated after he cheated on me twice. And I told him to. But what does it even matter? I guess it would matter to a person who is not a compulsive cheater. Anyway, I've learned through the years that life is not white and black. I have seen so many people cheat and so many people get cheated on. It really is ridiculous. And if people can work through it without revenge cheating, that is great. And even if the person only messes up one time and cheats and never does it again, that is way better than some people out there. I don't know what's wrong with this world. I think it came from the notion that we are monogamous creatures. Some of us are, but I don't think it's the majority. I'm not even speaking for myself. I don't like to cheat. It gives me no thrill. I don't care about having attention from someone else. I don't care about any of that crap. If I find a guy I love and am compatible with, I am happy. I have no desire to mess with some other guy. But I understand revenge affairs and I understand how it helps you get over a betrayal. I don't know why it does, but it does. I guess because until you do, you always feel like utter trash. I mean, the person that supposedly loves you has been lying to you for who knows how long and sleeping with other women. With no guilt or remorse. Should he just get off scotch-free for that? I don't know, maybe to some people, maybe not to other people. But who is anyone to judge anybody? Cheaters are not scum. They're just people. That's the messed up part of it all. Some cheaters are cops who put their life on the line to protect total strangers. Some cheaters are the kindest people to anyone in need of help. Some cheaters are our moms and dads. Some cheaters are our children. Or our friends. Or brothers and sisters. These are some really confusing thoughts swirling around my head, and I'm sorry if you've made it this far.